Hello, Tuesday. Would you like to reach retirement? Happy, healthy, mind, body, and soul? Those are the things we talk about on this channel, so welcome. We do this while we stretch, which is the number one thing that I would suggest adding to that tool belt to get you to retirement healthy. I'm in my dress clothes, you're in your dress clothes. That's just to make this more authentic because this is something that I did every day before I retired. Okay, so let's get right to it. Deep breath in. And breathe out. That's probably like one of the really helpful things in learning to calm your body down is to learn to breathe very deeply. Okay, so we're gonna work on your neck. Take that right ear to your right shoulder and hold it there for just a minute. And switch it over to the left. Something about just making yourself breathe in very deeply and then breathing out all of it. Chin to chest, sorry about that. Look at the floor. And then look towards the ceiling. Neutral neck. And look over to the right. I always forget about this one, and this movement is really nice. Oh, on your neck. Okay. Over to the other side. Hold it for just a minute. Okay, another deep breath in. Then we're just going to come down into a cat-cow. Put your hands, a little above the knee. Don't stress out your knees and curve that back. Shoot that booty up towards the sky and look up. Breathe and smile. So, reverse it. Go into a really big, exaggerated cat stretch. The first one of the day feels so stinking good. Okay, go back into that big old curve. Push that booty up. Look towards the ceiling. Okay, bring it up. We're just going to reach over to the right and we're going to kind of hold it there for a minute. Engage that core. Hold it tight. Okay, over to the right. I've always had problems with my back, after you have kids, whatever. But I was always taught, okay, now we're gonna go back to that cat-cow. Arch that back. Oh, cat stretch up. And I've gotten used to sort of gird yourself up. Make sure that you're just getting ready for a punch almost continually. Keep your abdominal muscles tight. Push them in. Cat stretch up. Oh, and it just helps you protect that back. Okay, I want you to take your left leg back, right leg forward. Get your balance there, and then take your hands and interlace your fingers, and I want you to stretch it forward. And bring it around to the back. So when we talk about, reaching that goal, retirement, healthy, I've been out, I keep saying 6 months. I went out April 1st, 2022. So it's been a little while. It's been more than 6 months. But boundaries, setting healthy boundaries is just so important. Okay, so I want you to bring your, here I go, you can see my feet. I want you to bring your right leg forward. I want you to flex your foot. And then I want you to start reaching down towards your foot and reach your left arm behind you and hold this stretch for a minute. healthy boundaries so that you don't get in a position where, you feel like your time's not your own and you're working 24/7. And also I would use my calendar. Okay, we're gonna bring it up and we're gonna take that right leg. We're gonna brace ourselves against the wall and bring that right leg behind you. Oh, and get a nice, wonderful stretch. I absolutely love this. Oh, and remember to breathe. Our calendars were built in such a way. Okay, I want you to release that foot. Now we're gonna stretch out your hamstrings. What I'm doing here is I'm rolling my hips. My right foot is back behind my left foot, and I'm just stretching my hamstring out. So I'm feeling that in the front of my leg. Remember just to kind of roll your booty under is the best way that I can say it. And just hang there for a minute. Okay, come forward and flex that right foot. I'm sorry, your left foot, your other foot, whichever is the other foot. And I want you to reach down towards it and then stretch the opposite hand behind you. So I've got my right hand behind me and I've got my left foot flexed. My right hand's trying to get as close to my foot as it can. And I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute. Okay, we're headed for the wall and we're gonna stretch that left leg behind you. Gosh, this guy doesn't wanna come up here this week. That's weird. Oh, okay. Stretch it behind you. We used to have calendars that you could actually make your hour meetings 50 minutes. Just set your calendar to that so that you built in potty breaks, sanity checks, a minute to switch your notes, whatever you need to do, so you're not back to back to back all day. That was really nice. I had someone tell me to do that and it was so helpful. Okay, I want you to roll, so you're gonna face forward. Your right foot is a little above your left and you're rolling that left hip forward and you're gonna hold it there and you're gonna stretch out the front of your left hip. I also used to schedule in my own time. I don't know, you can get real creative and make something up. Okay, so I want you to get into a wide straddle now. And I want you to kind of move over to the right. Steady yourself on your knee, not your knee, above your knee. Never touch that knee. I worry about them because they're, you got to protect your joints. And I was in church. So, the calendar tricks, they're not tricks, they're just mental health. Remember to schedule yourself in. Remember to leave yourself time to go to the bathroom and set boundaries. If you need to be at a Little League game at 6 on Thursdays, never, ever be available at 6 on Thursdays. That's your boundary. Hold it. Okay, over to the left. But I was at church over the weekend and my pastor was telling us about this just explosion of mental health providers. And I want to say, let's blame everything on COVID, but is it a coincidence or is that just kind of the time frame and how it happened? I don't think it's a coincidence. Okay, I want you to stand up straight again. Put your right foot forward, exaggerate your left, and then take your left arm over. I want to stretch to the side this way so it pulls you long on the side we're focusing on right now, which is the left. Oh, and just hold it. And the question as to why at this particular time, when connectivity is absolutely as easy as whatever, ABC, 1, 2, 3, yet we're so lonely. Okay, switch. And then your right leg is going to be behind you and you're going to stretch that right arm overhead. talk all day and night, why are we so lonely that we have to hire a friend to listen to our problems? Why don't we have those people in our lives? I guess that's the question. I don't have an answer. Why is this? I'm not sure. Okay, I want you to reach overhead, and I want you to press your palms together, and I want you to give it a little resistance. Now, everybody needs professional help every now and then. I'm just going to put that out there, that I would never say don't go and get some help. But I'm just wondering, if you examine your life, maybe it's time to not, okay, press, and I want you to move it to the right. Maybe it's time to sort of incorporate community. Do you know your neighbor? I mean, I don't know. Can you bake them some cookies? I'm really reaching here. But do you have community is my serious question. And it's something that you need. You need to have human interaction. So that's just something we talked about at church and the way that we handle it. Okay, so we're just going to give our wrists a little love in closing. What we do is we have small groups that we associate with at church, and these are lifelong friends that we wind up having through thick and thin. Reverse it. And I just wish everybody had that, and we didn't need so many health providers. He gave numbers. I didn't retain any of them, to tell you the truth. It's just that it had exploded exponentially, I guess was the main point. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks to everyone who hung out with me till the end. Would you click that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share. I need some more subscribers. Over the next 3 months, I'm going to be bringing you on the road. First trip is Florida, then we're going to the Poconos, then we're going to be going to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, then we're going to Nags Head, North Carolina, and I'm going to try my hand at filming out on the landscape. It couldn't be any worse than this friggin' reflection behind me. But anyway, that's what's coming up. And click that notification bell so you don't miss any of it. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. I hope you have a great evening.